In Lahore, the Lost Years. Prologue, the setting. The play moves from Versailles Palace, the venue of the Paris Peace Conference in 1919, to the Arab and the Nidu hotels in Lahore, scene of the burgeoning Indian independence movement between the years 1929 and 1936. The Paris Peace Conference, Versailles, January 17, 1919. In the Palace Ballroom on the eve of the conference are three of the big four who will decide the outcome of the conference and push through the Treaty of Versailles, which will carve up the Arab areas of the former Ottoman Empire into British, French, and Russian spheres of influence. Three of the big four present are Prime Minister of France, Georges Clemenceau; Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, David Lloyd George; and President of the United States of America, Woodrow Wilson. Prime Minister of Italy, Vittorio Emanuele Orlando, is absent.
Well, thankfully, despite the embarrassment those Bolsheviks caused us by leaking our agreement to the press last year, the Triple Entente has won the war against the Ottomans and...
Oui, thanks to us. Well, I mean the both of us. We have finally defeated our enemies in Germany and Turkey. Oh, Dieu merci. That gives us access to our territories in Arabia. Oh, where is Vittorio?
Well, I'm told he sent his regrets. He had to have his riposte. You know, the Italians? Oh, they've slept their way through the war. Well, I'm glad to see that the Haifa zone is clearly marked for the British control, which...
gives you access to the Mediterranean. But France has been magnanimous to the British indeed.
Clemency, old chap, we've acceded to your demand for control over Damascus and the Levant, an area we had promised to Amir Faisal. So you shouldn't be complaining.
Oh, but it is not a complaint yet. However, I do foresee a big problem with this map.
And what's that?
As you can clearly see, only Western Syria and Lower Mesopotamia have been defined as French territories, leaving the question, who will gain control over Damascus, a little ambiguous. I fear that your Arab lover, El Lawrence, will make things difficult for us Frenchmen.
Oh, I don't think so. You need fear anything from Lawrence. He has done the work we needed him for. He led the Arab army of Amir Faisal to victory at Aqaba. He even paid the ultimate price a man of honor can pay in that sordid Turkish den when he was caught and...
Heads turn! Please turn your heads as Faisal and Lawrence enter, both men wearing splendid Arab thobes and headdresses.
Well, George, despite our best efforts, we haven't been able to stop these two from coming and pleading the case for Amir Faisal against Syria.
But this is outrageous! George, I thought your raids had stopped their train into Paris.
I'm as surprised to see them as you are.
Oh la la! How dashing Captain Lawrence looks!
Colonel Lawrence, madame.
Vraiment? Oh my, quel beau colonel!
I am glad our French women find the colonel's look so pleasing. But what does England intend to do? Surely you will not grant them an audience to present their case. Remember, we still hold the Mosul oil concessions.
I say, Clemencio, are you threatening to withdraw the concessions? Britain will not stand for such...
Messieurs, I want to listen to the colonel.
Gentlemen, ladies, I would like to take this opportunity to speak to you all on behalf of the son of Sharif Hussain of the Hijaz, the true king of the Arabs, descended directly from the Prophet Muhammad.
I must protest, Lawrence. This is hardly the time or place.
Oh, let the chap speak. After all, this is a land of my presidential proposal for self-determination. The United States of America supports freedom for all peoples.
Thank you, President Wilson. Madam, my government had promised the Amir and his people all of Arabia in return for their services. The death rattle of the sick man of Europe would have continued rattling were it not for Faisal's Hijazi Bedouins.
I hear your spy is quite fond of Bedouin men.
And Faisal concludes his message to you all by stating,
مرحبا يا سوريا فلسطين أردن العراق فلسطين.
all of Asian Arabia should be granted independence because we are inseparable both racially and geographically.
عن يهود ويحام بنا.
We have no problems with Jewish immigration into Palestine, as Jews are our cousins. There is room in Syria for us all. However, we stand opposed to a Jewish state. The Semitic race of Jews and Arabs is one and indivisible.
Wonderful speech. We in America are so fascinated by your exploits. Cousin Lawrence, you are the uncrowned king of the Arabs, undoubtedly.
What kind of joke is this? The uncrowned king of Arabia? Is this a kind of publicity stunt for you? Or is it our cause, the Arab cause, going to get the fair hearing?
Gertrude Bell, the British spy, runs after him.
There goes your Lawrence, the uncrowned king of the Arabs.
Lord Curzon,
Ah, mon ami, your French mandate for the Levant and Syria should be established. We'll get Mesopotamia and Palestine and the access to the Mosul oil fields. Lawrence, with his archaeological and his military genius, has helped all of our interests in the region. So let's not be too harsh on him. Well, my India will certainly be easier to rule with the control of the land routes all the way from Palestine to the Persian Gulf.
And putting the Sauds of Hijaz against the Sharifs of Iraq will also keep us in business for a while.
Now, listen, dear boy. We all think that Ibn Saud is the better leader for the Arabs. He is a true believer who will rally them against the Wahhabi network. Faisal is, well, a bit too civilized.
Oh, my dear Miss Bell. So we need the primitives now, do we? In order to maintain control over the other primitives.
Don't take it so hard on yourself, dear boy. Maybe there's a consolation prize in all this for your beloved Faisal. Maybe even for his brother Abdullah, once the new borders are drawn. Secular Arabs on one hand and the truest souls of the Arabian desert on the other. Now that will keep a balance of power in the region.
You really don't get it, do you? I had wanted to unify all of Arabia under Faisal. My dreams of adventure are the deeds of an empire built to last. You, all of you, are so short-sighted.
RAF Depot, Drigg Road, Karachi, January 1927. Airman T.E. Shaw, in the operations control room, writing a letter. An RAF officer enters the room.
What are you up to, Shaw? What are you writing? This is not a desk job, so what are you up to?
Sir, I'm just writing a letter.
A letter? To whom? A sweetheart back home, huh?
No, sir. An ordinary man like me can't afford a romance.
Well then, To whom is this letter addressed? To your granny?
No, sir. If you must know, it's addressed to my mother.
Really? Well, let's see. Read it out.
The depot is dreary to a degree, and its haunting surroundings make me shiver. It is very much like Arabia, with packed donkeys, tamarisk, and the oleander bush in the flower, all remind me desperately of what I've been trying to forget for the past 8 years.
What the hell is this gibberish? You a poet or something?
No, sir. No poet. I'm not even a something. I'm just an airman letting his mum know he's doing all right, sir.
I don't buy it. Are you trying to hide something? What's all this about Arabia? You've been there in the war?
This is all my imagination, sir, I assure you.
Imagination. You're imagining donkeys and the cut of men's clothes. Why not some naked Bedouin beauties, Now that's imagination for you. It is getting hot in here, so you better get back to work, Shaw. That's an order.
Sir. Our beds are narrow and cramped together. Our cooks are awful. Our life harried by orders.
Shaw, your request to be posted at Miranshah Air Base has been accepted. You are to leave in the morning as the handover goes. I knew there was more to you than meets the eye, Shaw.
Sir. I must sign off now, Mother, as I've just been informed of my new posting. You may still write to me at my current address, AC Tishore, Royal Air Force Depot, Brig Road, Karachi, as I shan't have a permanent address for some time to come. New adventures await me.
Arab Hotel, Lahore, 1927. On one side of the stage, there is a table of poets and writers drinking chai and reciting Urdu poetry. They are listening also to Palestinian resistance poetry and music. Mixed in with this is Malika Pukhraj singing Urdu poet Akhtar Shirani's poem, Wo Kehte Hain Ranjish Ki Baatein Bula De. Suddenly, a man enters wearing Afghan clothes, his face partially covered by a turban. He is brought in by the Arab brother Zain wearing a thobe. Another Arab brother, Ali, is seated at the table also in a thobe, his hair uncovered with a belt to which is attached a dagger, which he touches from time to time. Akbar Jahan, who is dressed in an Arab thobe and kafiyya to hide her gendered identity, is sitting with Ali.
This man says he has a message from Kabul.
I am the emissary of Ghazi Amanullah, Malik of Afghanistan.
And how do we know that you are who you say?
Here is the proof.
So, what is the message?
I am honored to meet the son of Prince Abdullah bin Sharif, brother of King Faisal of Iraq.
Well then meet Ali, the Prince of Arabia.
Proceed with your message.
His Excellency the Amir conveys his greetings and deep appreciation for the invaluable support given by your Inqilabi network to our struggle against the British imperialism and their lackeys.
We also have great admiration for Ghazi Amanullah's policies of progressive reforms in favor of the people of your country. We are impressed by the courage he has shown in his battle against the regressive forces of the Shinwari tribe instigated by the British.
I may be allowed to assure you, Prince Ali, that our king is determined till the end to protect an independent and progressive Afghanistan. But I am here to warn you about another matter, Prince. There is a British spy amidst you who may be sabotaging not only our cause, but also the Palestinian and the greater Arab cause which is dear to all of us.
A spy? How is this possible?
Prince Ali, we have information that he has reached your inner ranks.
Or inner ranks?
How reliable is your source?
Most reliable, sir. It is Haj Amin al-Husseini, the great leader of the Palestinian struggle.
Sahibs, the police are outside asking for the Afghan.
Take him out from the back door. Fi amanullah, brother.
Fi amanullah, prince.
God, who could this spy be? We have to find out.
And find him soon.
End of scene. Act 1. Scene 3. Lawrence meets Akbar. The setting is Lahore, 1928. Needu's Hotel. A Goanese singer is singing and some couples are on the dance floor. Akbar Jahan, in her teens, wearing western clothes, is at the counter, while Mirjan, her mother, wearing a Kashmiri firin frock, is in the kitchen. Lawrence is sitting with some Afghani friends and discussing in Pashto the situation in Afghanistan under King Amanullah.
I just saw a royal-looking Arab passing by just now, Akbar. I wonder who he is.
I don't know, Amijan, but he is handsome, isn't he?
Concentrate on your work, Beti, and keep your eyes and ears open. These are tense times. They just caught a communist spy from our premises abhi last week. What we don't want is another spy scandal around here.
Come on, Amijan, does he look like a spy?
Don't go by appearances, Akbar. Haven't you heard that Lawrence of Arabia, how he remained undetected as an Arab and collapsed the entire Khilafat?
So don't tell me you think he is Lawrence. Mother, next you will say he has come to destroy the British Empire. And who knows? He might even end up helping us Kashmiris. You, Akbar!
Yes, sir, calling Akbar. Mirjan dear, the orders. Akbar, attend to the Arab.
Who is he, Baba? Is he an Arab prince?
A customer, daughter. That's who he is. Well, we don't ask for a profile from our customers, do we? Now go and serve the table.
Akbar gets a food tray from Mirjan and goes to Lawrence's table.
Well, there you are finally. You took a long time bringing my order.
Sorry, sir. The Portuguese omelette takes time. It's my mother's speciality.
Portuguese? I asked for a Spanish omelette, young woman.
It's a Spanish omelette, sir. But Portuguese recipe. Would you like some drinks?
You know well we Muslims don't drink, dear girl. What is your name?
Akbar. Akbar Jahan. I'm the owner's daughter.
Ah, the owner's daughter. Well, let's see if your mother's omelettes are as good as you say they are. I say, aren't you a bit young to be up so late?
I have just turned 18.
Well, congratulations. Well done. Now run along, dear girl. We men have some business to discuss.
All right. Call if you need anything.
Well, what did he say?
He asked my name, Amijan.
Never give your name to strangers, Akbar. Hanging out with those Arab brothers has made you too immodest.
Well, according to Baba Jan, you gave him your name on the very first meeting now, didn't you?
That was my destiny, Pyari. Jao, jao, what table 7 is calling.
Bhagat Singh enters with his comrades, raising slogans.
हम क्या चाहते हैं? आजादी! हम क्या चाहते हैं? आजादी!
Sir, you can't raise slogans in the cafe. We don't indulge in politics here. By the way, do you have a reservation? See, the rights of admissions are reserved.
Are you a lackey? A lackey of the British? Do you ask for reservations from just
Us Indians or everyone? Do you display boards outside saying that dogs and Indians are not allowed?
I did not say that. We perhaps have a vacant table, table 6.
Bhagat Singh looks around suspiciously. Lawrence keeps calm and carries on eating his omelette. Bhagat Singh stares at everyone.
By the way, what are you looking for?
Oh, would you like to order some soup, sir?
Yes, I would like to order a soup. Spy soup. Do you serve that?
Oh, we don't serve that here.
But you do serve the empire. My apologies for disturbing your peaceful evening. But you must know that there is no peace outside in His Majesty India. Only yesterday our beloved leader Lala Lajpat Rai was brutally murdered by the police.
Signals to his comrade.
Play the song.
Zindabad!
My dear son.
I am no son of a British lackey. I am the son of a fettered Bharat Mata. Inqilab!
Please, please. I ask you to stop all that. Besides, the man who ordered the lathi charge is the police chief, Superintendent Nicholson, not some bloody spy.
We will get to him soon. Right now I am looking for the spy. And I know he is here.
No spy here. As you can see, they are regular customers.
They are all your regular customers. Him and him and him. Where is the Arab? Where is the Arab?
He went to the toilet, I think.
I know he was the spy. You fool, go check for him. He must not go. He's not here, sir. Let's go find him. Let's go. Come on.
Well, I sincerely apologize for this disruption. These are difficult times, as you know. So please carry on dancing. Orchestra. Hey, relax, my dear, relax. They've gone now.
But he's still here.
Who? Who is that? Where is Yunus? Oh God, where is
I
Yunus?
am sorry, sir. I was taken by surprise.
You, I believe, are Lawrence!
Sure, sir. Airman Shaw at your service.
Lawrence! The Lawrence! Oh, me.
Lawrence, you stay away from my daughter!
Airman Shaw, sir, at your service. I'm afraid I must beg your leave now. Do you mind if I use your window to jump out? Thank you. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye. The omelette was delicious, Miss Akbar Jihan. Oh, and a very happy birthday indeed.
Oh God, I love that spy on me.
Act 1, Scene 4, Akbar Jahan's bedroom. She is in her bedroom when the clock strikes midnight. The Arab brothers, Ali and Zain, are hiding in the closet. Akbar Jahan is pacing nervously.
Is he here?
Not yet.
Is he here now?
Ah, there he is.
Well, where are they?
In the closet, of course.
In the closet, you say? Well, I think it's about time they came out of the closet.
Not yet. We can't take any chances.
You're taking an awfully long time, my dear.
He's clean. You can come out now.
Why did you want to see us, Lawrence?
Or should we call you Airman Shaw?
I have a message, an urgent message for your uncle, Amir Faisal, King of Iraq.
Why? Haven't you hurt him enough?
His life is in danger, trust me.
You have already betrayed him and the Arab cause. Why should he trust you now?
It was I who was betrayed at Versailles, and I'm now here to make amends.
Oh, really? So tell us, what is this special message for our uncle?
The Amir is planning to meet Ghazi Amanullah in Bern.
Yes, we know that.
But what you don't know is that there is a plan to assassinate them both.
What? By whom? Why now when all has been settled?
The era of the triple entente is over. There are new players in the oil fields.
But why Amanullah?
Because he stands in the way, dear girl.
Of what?
The expansion of the Soviet Union.
We think he may already have left Baghdad.
You've got to stop him. You must immediately.
Go! What are you waiting for? Leave!
Come on, let's find someone.
Imshi!
God, I hope they get the message across in time.
Well, I'm certainly glad I was here in time.
In time to warn them.
No, in time to see you, my dear Miss Akbar Jihan.
Whatever do you mean?
I'd heard Kashmiri women were beautiful. But I was misinformed.
Excuse me?
I now understand why they call Kashmir paradise on earth. Where else would one find such a boyish houri as yourself?
Well then, just like boys, this houri can fight like tigers and defend her homeland. Wanna try it, huh?
Can she?
Lawrence smiles, grabs her fist, she resists, they both tumble onto the bed. The door suddenly bursts open. Enter Mirjan and Nidu with some hotel guards.
What is going on here? How could you let this man into your bedroom? What is he doing on your bed?
Listen, white man, do you know our tradition? If a man is found in the bed of an Mahram woman, he has to marry her. Or he is a dead man.
But it's not what it looks like, it's your
God, you have no more right to speak. You and this man together have brought dishonor to our family name.
Either marry my daughter, you scoundrel, or prepare to die. You have 5 minutes to decide. Understood?
Guards keep their guns pointed at Lawrence, retreat with the parents. Lawrence and Akbar Jahan are left alone in the room. Act 1, Scene 5.
Well, my dear houri. Or shall I say, tiger? Shall we die fighting or get married?
Do you think this is a laughing matter? If we don't marry, they're gonna kill us both. Oh, that's what they call honor killings.
Strange concept of honor. In my country, honor lies in battle, not in bed.
3 more minutes, Lawrence.
Well then, in that case, we'd better hurry up. My dear Akbar Jihan, will you take my hand in marriage?
I accept.
What?
Is it a joke to you?
I mean,
I mean it.
Why would you marry a British spy?
Because we have a serious purpose in common.
I understand you both want Faisal safe, but is it more than that?
It is much more than that, and you know it. We here need your government support, not only for the Arab cause, but for our own freedom in India, Afghanistan, Kashmir. It's all interconnected, and you know it. Our moment of liberation is here. You didn't think I had fallen for your good looks now, did you?
That's a rather tall order, young woman. But do we have to marry and achieve all of that?
Do we have a choice? 1 more minute left.
Well, it won't be a traditional marriage, I'm afraid.
Well, okay. But I do expect flowers, you know.
In that case, for my Kashmiri rose.
They lock eyes and smile. The door opens, guards and parents enter.
We're ready.
End of Act 1. Act 2, Scene 1. The Arab Hotel. Celebration of the marriage of Akbar Jahan and Lawrence. A belly dancer is dancing with a sword on her head. Gifts are being presented to the couple with Akbar Jahan in her usual clothing. All of a sudden there is a commotion and a tall man covered in dust wearing a Pathan headdress jumps into the side window. Everybody scatters. Collective gasps. Oh.
Who are you? Who sent you here?
Come on, out with it. Shall I slit his throat?
No, hang on. Let's see what he has to say first. Speak.
I have brought a message.
For whom?
From whom?
Honored sirs, the message comes from Hazrat Pir Karam Shah of the Hindu Kush.
From a Hindu?
No, sir, not a Hindu. He is a respected Islamic leader of the great Islamic Jihad movement against the infidel king Amanullah Khan.
How dare you call Amanullah an infidel? Now I'm really going to slit your throat.
Hang on. Put your dagger away, Akbar.
Because he has turned against his own people and also the people of the Arab lands by signing a treaty with the Communist Union.
Oh, what nonsense! Emmanuel is a great patriot and a beloved of the people. He has always been on our side, of the downtrodden and against this imperialism that has ensnared us all. The Turks, the Arabs, the Indians.
But sir, here is the proof. You see the seal of Amanullah on the one hand, and next to it is the seal of the chairman of Kazakh Republic.
Hang on. It says there is a plan afoot to murder all the leaders of Hijaz, Iraq, Palestine, and Syria. And indeed, the seal does look authentic. I can assure you this is Amanullah's signature, and this is a genuine Soviet seal.
And furthermore, there is a plan afoot to remove Amanullah, which has the wide approval of all the tribal leaders, signed in blood. Look, and they have taken the bet to be loyal to Pir Karam Shah.
Everyone looks aghast. Loud moans, cries of what's going on here.
Who the hell is this Pir Karam Shah?
I wonder.
Sir, police is here, looking for the spies. Everyone, run! Bago!
Act 2, Scene 2. The Freemason Hall in Lahore. Lots of security is seen. Lawrence enters after the security check, looks around, walks to a booth, then sits down with his back against a spy handler who is also British.
How did the show go well, Joe?
Yes, pretty well. Monkey paw.
Did they take the bait?
Yes, despite the wait.
So what was the outcome?
Amanullah's emissaries shall no longer be welcomed.
And how's the life with your Kashmiri rose?
It's all right, I suppose.
It's coming to an end now.
What? So it's time already?
Yes, it's tonight. So be certain and be steady.
free. Upper Jahan is pacing in her bedroom. She addresses both an Arab thobe and an RAF uniform belonging to Lawrence. These are hanging on separate hangers on two ends of the stage. She addresses one and then the other as if they were being worn by a flesh and blood character trying to figure out Lawrence's true identity.
Who are you, Lawrence? Are you still in love with one of your Arab boys? Or is it the lord of the desert that you miss? And I, a rose of Kashmir, who wilting away for your lack of touch, while your camels stand ready for another adventures in the sand. Or you, Amen Shaw, where is it that you vanished? Where is it that you go? We were supposed to be in this journey together. You were supposed to help me, help us, help our cause. We were supposed to fight for our land, our leaders, against our enemies of freedom, but you? God, were those promises real or just a mirage? Who are you? Where are you? Lawrence? Captain Shaw, Prince of Goddamn Nowhere!
Lawrence jumps in through the window.
A rose for my rose.
Where have you been for the past 6 months?
I've been away on important business, darling. I shall tell you next time. I just didn't want to endanger you in my new mission.
You don't seem to get it, do you? I'm not just a spy's helpmeet. I'm a full-bodied woman of flesh and blood.
I can see that.
I have desires, Lawrence. I want you, or whoever you are right now. But I don't think you desire me. Is it me? Or is it women in general you don't fancy? How did I allow myself to think that you had changed?
What nonsense you speak, my Kashmiri rose. Look, I brought you these cherries, your favorites.
You've been up north, haven't you?
I can't explain it to you now, darling, but I will in the future. Trust me. Trust me.
But where are you going? When will you be back?
I'll be back very soon, my darling.
Act 2, Scene 4. Nidu's hotel. Mirjan, Harry, Nidu and Akbar Jahan are in their restaurant kitchen making packets of supplies for the Kashmiri resistance fighters in Jammu and Kashmir.
Well done, Mirjan. Our Kashmiri brethren will appreciate this support from their Lahori sisters and brothers.
But Harry, I don't understand. Why are we sending dry food supplies to Kashmir, our land of milk and honey? What do they need dry dates and gur for?
Ammi Jaan, these dry rations are for the underground resistance fighters.
Oh, I wasn't aware there was a guerrilla movement already underway in Kashmir.
No, Ammi Jaan, it's a popular movement. But because of widespread arrests going on, the leadership has to hide in safe houses. We need to make sure they get enough food and supplies to keep them strong.
Yes, Mirjan. Akbar is right. But this is all that you need to know for now. Our guest from Kashmir is about to come soon, so please don't pester him with your questions.
Oh yes,
Let me quickly remind our cook to check that my wazima is ready for our special Kashmiri lunch. I want to make sure our esteemed guest sees that we Kashmiris of Lahore have kept up our traditions.
Well, daughter, how are the arrangements for the evening? The evening fundraiser, you know. Did you manage to get the Kashmiri artists we wanted?
Don't worry, Abba Jan. Everything is ready. We will have a house full of supporters for the cause, and even a group of Kashmiri youth will join us as volunteers. Our guests will be proud and happy to see them.
Akbar, I need your help in the kitchen.
Coming.
Mujahide Kashmir, Janab Abdul Qadir Khan has arrived.
Show him in, please. We are so pleased to welcome you, our dear friend and leader. Welcome to Hotel Meadows.
Thank you, brother, for your hospitality and support. As you are well aware, we need all the help we can get.
Yes, absolutely. We've been hearing reports of the Dogra atrocities. How bad are things?
Things are quite difficult. The Dogra's attacks are becoming increasingly more ruthless. We have to ensure that the British don't back them and provide any kind of logistical support.
I understand.
So, will I have the honor of meeting the son-in-law of yours? Is he here?
He is hardly here.
Well, you know, actually, he remains away at a great deal of, business.
Oh. What is his business, if I may ask? Does he support our cause? Well, never mind. Maybe I'll meet him some other time.
Well, let us show you all the goods we have managed to collect for your cause, which is also ours. Free Kashmir. हम क्या चाहते हैं?
Azadi!
Well, that's just wonderful. Kashmir needs brave and passionate young people like you, Akbar Khatun. MashaAllah.
Why don't you go take some rest, dear sir, and freshen up before lunch? Our servant will show you your room.
Thank you, thank you.
It will be a great honor, sir.
Oh.
We are with you heart and soul.
It was indeed a very challenging ride, playing hide and seek with the British soldiers on the lookout for me. I need rest. Indeed, because from here, I have another daunting journey up north to mobilize more support.
Yes, I totally agree. Do please take some rest. Then after lunch, we will be hosting the fundraiser that Akbar has worked very hard to organize.
I hope you will be pleased by our efforts, sir.
Inshallah, inshallah. Now I please beg your leave.
Kamal hai. Our son-in-law is missing on such an important occasion. What are we supposed to tell our guest about his business trip? What are we to say to anyone about him and his business?
Writer?
Trader? Be serious, Akbar.
Adventurer?
Oh, for God's sake, Akbar, this cannot go on. You need your husband by your side. Our beautiful daughter has been married these past 6 months. And where has the son-in-law been all this time? We barely see him. Ho kya raha hai yahan, beti? What is going on? Are you still married in the true sense of the word?
Ami Jan, don't you think it's a private matter between Lawrence and I?
Are? Since when is the daughter's happiness a private affair?
I agree. I don't understand. Why is your husband never around? What is going on? We also need our son-in-law around. Your father needs help with his business, don't you need to? This is not right at all. Something must be done about this situation.
I know, Ami Jan. Do you think I'm happy at my husband's disappearing act? He has important work to do, I realize that. But I thought we were both going to do it together. Instead, he leaves for long periods of time without telling me where he is. or what he's doing. And well, I just can't stand it anymore.
Bus, that's enough, beta. We won't stand by watching you being disabused. Akbar, you must get him to return and we will have to have a serious word with this young man.
I agree, Akbar. As long as our daughter is also in agreement, we can't have her wasting her life waiting for a man who never comes. Ask him to return home immediately.
But I don't know how to get in contact with him, Mummy.
I have my ways. I'll find out.
End of scene, Act 2, Scene 5. The fundraising gala for Kashmir is a few hours later, the same day at Nidu's hotel. People are sitting at tables, eating, drinking, chatting. Waiters are milling about.
Presenting Kashmir Azadi Troupe.
Enter singers and dancers and musicians. A basket is passed around, people at tables put in money bills, women start taking off jewelry and placing it in the basket.
Everyone rise to welcome Mujahide Kashmir Azad Janab Abdul Qadir Khan.
हम क्या चाहते हैं? आज़ादी। हम क्या चाहते हैं? आज़ादी। अजीज बहनों और भाइयों, Muslim brothers and sisters, I am so touched by your greeting and generosity for our cause. The time has now come when we should not meet force with a great force to put an end to the tyrannies and the brutalities to which our Kashmiri brethren have been subjected. But we must oppose the rule of Dogras by pressurizing the servants of the Raj to resist supporting them in any way. That is your role here, to keep putting pressure on the British not to support the Dogra rule and to mobilize as much support for us as you can, and which you have already done to such a great extent. We must rely on our strength and wage a relentless war to such great extent. We in Kashmir, we don't have any machine guns, but what we do have are plenty of stones and brickbats. हम क्या चाहते हैं?
आजादी! Act 2, Scene 6. Setting, Nidu's house. In Lahore, it is now 1929. Lawrence is sitting in the drawing room with the Nidu's family around him. The atmosphere is tense. Akbar, sitting quietly. Lawrence wearing his Pathan clothes, a turban and a long beard.
You have no choice. Yes, Shah, whatever, whoever you are. You have to sign the divorce papers.
I've already told you I don't want to. I've already had my fair share of scandals.
But it has already become a scandal, at least in our family.
But I still love her, Ami-Jan.
Good Lord, Lawrence, you've been married to my daughter for nearly a year. You hardly touched her. You call it a marriage, you call it love.
Say something, Akbar. Say you don't agree with this proposal. First, they forced me to marry you when they found me in your room that night. And now, they're forcing me to divorce you. Don't you have any opinion on the matters relating to your marriage?
Marriage? Oh, what marriage? You disappeared even on our wedding day. I don't know my husband's true identity. Mrs. Lawrence or Begum Shaw, is it? Was I married to a sympathizer or a spy? You would disappear for weeks, months, and then reappear in a new guise, like this ridiculous beard, along with some suspicious visitors from Waziristan, Kabul, God knows where.
Ridiculous beard.
suddenly the wrestler Gama Pehelwan and others enter, wearing wrestling gowns and displaying medals and ornamental clothing.
You! Do you know who I am?
Yes, I know you. You are Gama Pehelwan, All Indian Wrestling Champion, is it not?
Champion of the world! Rustam-e-Zaman, in fact!
Rustam-e-Zaman! Gama Pehelwan!
Interesting. You here for a fight, Gama?
Yes!
Really? Here in Lahore?
Yes, here at Nidus!
At Netus, you say? Well then, where's your opponent?
He is right in front of me. Come on, Lawrence. Come on.
No thank you, I'd rather not.
Come on, Lawrence Pehelwan of Arabia. You may have beaten many Turkish Pehelwans by crookedness and deceit, but you cannot beat Rustam-e-Zaman. Come on, Lawrence, shake hands.
Shake hands?
Come on, Lawrence.
What are you trying to do? This is no place for a wrestling match. Moreover, I have no reason to fight you.
But I have, Lawrence. I have a reason to fight you. You have tricked my niece Akbar and you have insulted the Nidus family. I have all the reason to fight you. Come on, bring the divorce papers. I can't breathe. Well, come on. Sign this, eunuch Pehelwan. Come on. I don't have a pen. Pen. Sign कर नहीं तो तोड़ना आधा कर तेरी. Come on.
And got
Come on, Lawrence. Come on, sir.
Is this the way to get divorce papers signed?
Yes.
By the way, they have to be attested by a magistrate.
If we can get your signatures, then we can get theirs too, Lawrence. Yeah. Okay, this one is done.
Bloody savages.
Two hoga savage. Come on, boys. Bring the ex-husband along too.
God, I hate that style.
End of Act 2 and final Act 3 begins. Scene 1. It is December 1928 and Lawrence is dressed as a cleric named Peer Karam Shah. He is addressing a local jirga, council of elders in eastern Afghanistan, home of the Shinwari tribe. He is speaking to these elders with his back to the audience. who do not realize that Pir Karam Shah and Lawrence are one and the same till the very end of the scene. Also present are Bacha Sakka, a local Afghan rebel leader, and others who will be named thereof.
Bradran Millat Afghania, brave warriors of the Shinwari tribe. This Kafir king Amanullah Khan is not only a threat to Afghan traditions of Nage Namus, but he has sold our country to the godless communists and the apostate Turks. We have just yesterday arrested these two badbakh ilchis of that Kafir dog Amanullah. They were carrying secret documents from him to the communist leader Joseph Stalin, inviting Russian troops to prop up his faltering rule in Afghanistan. In return, he has promised the Russians support in toppling our Arab Muslim brothers in Hijaz, in Iraq, in Sham, in Syria, in Palestine. But fear not, my Afghan brothers, for this evil has been nipped in the bud. Thanks to the brave Afghan Mujahideen who are true warriors of Islam. Now it is up to you, brave Shinwari lions, to lead the last push against this Kafir Amanullah regime and his Kafir foreign supporters under the leadership of our Amir Bacha Saka. Nara Takbir!
People leave and a small group comes forward, including Bacha Saka along with the son of another rebel, Mullah Ilangpur.
Welcome, Mullah Ilangpur. We admire your father's courage in leading the coast rebellion against the Kafir Amanullah's regime. And of course, our future Amir, Bacha Saka, is here with us. And we are waiting for our friend, the leader of the Kashmiri independence movement, Abdul Qadir Khan.
Everyone shakes hands. Lawrence signals to his assistant, who brings a large map, which he unfolds on the ground on front of the muras. He also hands Lawrence a long stick.
See here, my friends, on this map, we are here in Jalalabad and Kabul is up here in the north. We will use this pass, this corridor, past the Lataban Pass to reach Kabul. Once we have reached the Karakacha hills, we shall encircle Kabul with our combined strength.
Our allies inside Amanullah's army will be awaiting our signal to stop the mutiny and enter the Koheshir Darwaza of Bala Hisar fort in the south to let us in.
And if the communists invade from Tajikistan to help Amanullah, how will we hold them off?
We will blow up the bridge in the north, here at Pule Charkhi, and the path of the communists will hence be blockaded. Don't worry.
And the Turks? They already have military advisors lined up to assist Amanullah.
See, here, there is only one way for them to enter Afghanistan, which is via our borders with Iran. But we have an agreement with the Shah of Iran, and he will not let them through. Don't worry.
Wah, Pir Karam Shah, wah! You seem to have thought it all too clearly. I kiss your hand in allegiance.
But remember, our real strength is the might of Islam and the hatred of the true Muslim against this Kafir regime. The flames of this Muslim fire must be continuously fanned.
We have already sent messages to all Darul Ulooms and all the Imams of the mosque to accelerate the anti-secular Amanullah sermons.
Jolly good. Well done. Fi Amanullah.
Fi Amanullah?
Did you just say Fi Amanullah? I think you mean, may Allah be with you.
Of course, brother. Yes, yes, yes. May Allah be with you.
Yes. Madam.
Bloody hard work, this. Bring in our other guest from Afghanistan.
From Kashmir, enter Abdul Qadir Khan.
Ah, welcome, brother. I'm sorry for keeping you waiting, but my services were employed in the lawyer Jirga. Tell me, how might I be of assistance to you?
Assalamu alaikum, Peer Sahab. Peer Sahab, I have come to an urgent appeal. Your Muslim brothers and sisters in the enslaved valley of Kashmir, they need your blessings. Your tours to our dargahs have inspired the masses in the past. Now, with the launch of the new and the decisive phase of our resistance for Kashmiri independence against Dogra rule, it will be most helpful to our cause if you return and visit all the major dargahs and mosques of the valley to advise the mutawallis and imams to give us our full support.
Our mission in Afghanistan will soon reach a successful conclusion. I promise to return to the beautiful valley of Kashmir then. In the meantime, I advise you to seek the support of the British Raj in Lahore. As far as I understand, you already have support in the Nadius Hotel?
Yes, yes, yes. Indeed, the Naidu family are great supporters for our cause. I was most impressed by their daughter's dedication.
Ah. And did you also get to meet their new son-in-law?
Unfortunately, I was told he was away on some business, but I certainly hope to see him during my next visit here.
Very well, brother. May Allah be with you.
Inshallah.
Act 3, Scene 2. December 1929 at the Arab Hotel in Lahore. Ali and Zain are sitting at a table smoking some hookah. They are drinking Arabic coffee. There is a dancer swaying sinuously to some music in the background, and there are occasional claps.
Why did she have to get married to the Sheikh Abdullah and leave us in our struggle for Arab freedom?
Don't be silly, brother. She belongs to our Kashmiris and she is fighting side by side with his husband and focusing on the rights of Kashmiri women. And don't forget, all of our struggles are interconnected and she knows this. She is in our struggle with us.
You are right, brother. I just miss her so much. He was her third brother, wasn't she?
Indeed, indeed. But what about our cousin brother Faisal? Have you heard this he has sold the Palestinians out to the British by agreeing to the Balfour Declaration?
You are wrong, brother Ali. Faisal has always been a pan-Arab nationalist. He has registered his reservations to this declaration, saying he only accepts Jewish immigration, but never a Jewish state.
Really? That is a very good news. But now he must be in ever greater danger. The Zionists and their backers will never let him rest in peace.
Thankfully, we have been able to foil two plots against our cousin's life, one with the help of Amanullah's emissaries, and the other because of Lawrence's intelligence.
That reminds me, where is our British double agent? We have not seen him. When he and Akbar gifted us this photo of him in Arab regalia as thank you gift. I wonder what guise he wears now. It seems he has had a hand in Amanullah's overthrow.
And I always suspected he was hostile to our Indian communists.
Well, now we have Comrade Bhagat Singh in hiding basement. We are never far from the communists, it seems.
And that chemistry student, what was his name? Khurshid something?
Anwar, I believe.
Oh yes, why does this chemistry student keep on visiting Bhagat Singh? What can the two have in common?
Bhagat Singh enters.
Speak of the devil, there is, I suppose, even communists have to eat. Marhaba, comrade, marhaba. How goes the revolution? We have not heard about the activities of your Socialist Republic Party for some time now.
Oh, don't you worry, comrades. You will hear about it very soon with a bang.
Loud bang. Police officers run into the room with their batons, their bayonets, their rifles, accompanied by shrieks, yells, thuds. Bhagat Singh escapes through the window.
Where is that terrorist Bhagat Singh?
We don't know, he is not here.
Don't tell lies. We have evidence that you have been hiding the killer of our Superintendent Saunders. I give you last chance to turn him over. We have reason to believe that not only have you helped this traitor, but you have also been funding and supporting terrorists from Palestine, Kashmir, and God knows where else.
Another policeman arrives holding a box of explosives.
Ah, look at this. Explosives. So you have a bomb factory in the basement. Men, arrest these Arabs.
Policemen try to arrest the brothers. Ali fights back and attacks the policeman with his dagger. The head of police tries to shoot him, but Zain intervenes and is shot instead. Ali grabs the ceremonial sword hanging on the wall and raising the slogan, Tahiyya al-Hurriya, Tahiyya Palestina, rushes with the sword at the head of the police. All of the policemen pounce on him and kill him. As he falls, he reaches out to touch the framed photo of Lawrence on the wall. His bloodied handprint is left on Lawrence's portrait. Umme Kulsoom, Inta Umri. End of scene. Act 3, Scene 3. World powers represented by the leaders of France, the United Kingdom and the USA once again in the same conference room of Versailles where our prologue started. The three leaders who are seated around a conference table with a wall map of the world facing them with the Middle East and Asia highlighted are Ramsay MacDonald, British Prime Minister, Edouard Daladier, the French Prime Minister, and FDR, President of the United States of America. It is now September 1933.
Gentlemen, to your attention, I have just been informed that Faisal, the king of Iraq, is dead. Hear, hear.
Here. Long live the Balfour Declaration. Now Iraq and Syria are finally under French mandate. Felicitations, my friends. Felicitations.
The biggest enemy of the Zionists is no more. Supporters of Israel will be relieved.
The map of Eretz Israel lights up.
And Afghanistan is under Islamic rule. The Soviet plans have been thwarted with the Manulah's exile.
Hear. British Raj is now secure in India, especially after the hanging of that Bhagat Singh.
Here.
And Kashmir, well, Kashmir is finally at peace. Now with the execution of that Abdul Qadir Khan. Long live the paradise on earth.
Here. We have learned our lessons, my friends, from the World War. And despite the suffering, so many dead, so many losses, so many injured, we have finally found peace. Civilization has won the day. Europe has won the day. Vive la paix.
Carpe diem.
Yeah.
Long live the peace.
Let us raise a toast, my friends. We have had our differences, But now we must enjoy the fruits of peace together. Join me in raising a glass to fraternity.
To fraternity.
Alla liberate.
To liberty.
Allegate.
To equality.
Champagne bottles are uncorked by each of them. Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries plays loudly as they thump each other on the back and raise their glasses. Act 3, Scene 4. In the Kashmir Valley, at the Dargah of Hazrat Bal, surrounded by barbed wire and Dogra soldiers holding their guns, Sufi chanting is in progress in full swing, and some of the devotees are doing a dhamal in their red firin frocks. Pir Karam Shah can be seen to one side, swaying his head. Some devotees keep on coming up to him for blessings. He sprinkles rose water on them. A lot of Kashmiri rose petals are being showered on him by the devotees, and slowly on one side Sheikh Abdullah and his wife Akbar Jahan enter the shrine, standing apart to one side, observing the scene in front of them. One of the female devotees, noticing who has come into the shrine, walks up to them with a garland of roses, puts it around Akbar's neck, while a male devotee tries to put another one around Sheikh Abdullah's neck, who thanks him but refuses. Both the devotees take Abdullah and Akbar Jahan to meet with their Pir. They're saying, Pir Karam Shah. Then, as the ritual showering of petals continues, Pir Karam Shah suddenly opens his eyes and, recognizing who is in front of him, is startled and stands up. Gazing deep into Akbar's eyes, he offers her a rose from the flowers scattered around him.
Mera Shah, Karam Shah,
Mera Shah, Karam Shah, Mera Shah, Karam Shah, Mera Shah, Karam Shah, Mera Shah, Karam Shah.
Thank you, Pir Karam Shah. Or should I say,
End of scene. Our final scene, Act 3, Scene 5. The play ends with the Pakistani British historian Tariq Ali being interviewed by a young student of history on the topic of the endless great game. On the screen behind them is projected images of World War II, the Gulf War, 1947, etc., etc.
Mr. Tariq.
Well, in response to your question, young woman, Afghanistan emerged in the middle of the 18th century as a tribal confederacy with a strong king at its head. Coveted by the Russian Tsar and the British Viceroy alike, its impossible topography and its people's fighting spirit enabled it to avoid occupation by either colonial power.
But sir, what about the long-lasting effects of numerous 19th century interventions in Afghanistan by colonial and imperial powers?
Well, the great game of diplomacy and espionage between Russia and British led to the Durand Line, which was designed to make sure that Afghanistan could not be used to attack the British colonial empire in India. And the Brits succeeded in that mission, at least for a while.
Tell me more. What happens next?
Well, then the World War II happened, unleashing unprecedented levels of destruction and suffering. It also led to the 1947 partition of India as well, as you may know. Indeed, many of the colonies of European empires were liberated but never achieved real freedom. Those wounds are still festering today in Kashmir, Afghanistan, Palestine, Iraq. Thanks to the new imperial power, the USA, that succeeded, or should I say, began to work in cahoots with the former colonial empire. The great game carries on, you know.
But must we all play it, sir? What about free will?
Well, my dear. That is a question for the philosophers. I am just a historian.